Welcome back to CryptosRus. I am George. We're all George. So happy Valentine's Day. I'm glad to share this moment with you guys and to talk a little bit about Bitcoin. What is going on with Bitcoin? Is that breakout near? Especially, we got a surprise today. Looking at ETFs, 4 straight days of outflow. We haven't seen 4 straight massive days of outflow in a long time. But pretty soon, you will see inflows. Everyone that panic sold will regret, and some will buy back. Okay, not everyone will buy back. Some will be scared out permanently. But I know everyone that got scared out and sold will regret as they see Bitcoin go up in price later this year. But many will FOMO back. And when they FOMO back, they will be buying at a higher price. And they're not going to like it. They will not. That's why it's better to just not have made any moves at all. Just kept on holding. That would have been the better move. You will see. We will have massive inflow days, and they will outnumber the outflow days by many multiples. And when you look at that, big fat green candlesticks coming back and alts are surging. Today could be one of those get days, guys. Look at the volume down here. Let's see. Today could be one of those days. All right. Michigan, the latest state to push for a Bitcoin reserve. We got 21 states now that wants Bitcoin as a strategic reserve. So it's happening around the country, and Texas is having a hearing to make it happen. Every single state eventually is going to have a strategic reserve of Bitcoin. It's happening. This is not next year. This is not next cycle. This is happening right now. Here's something else. SBC Medical Group Holding, a Delaware corporation based in Tokyo, announced to purchase 1 billion yen of Bitcoin. And that's a lot. That's a lot. I mean, again, and then you have this Hong Kong-based company that revealed they have 599 million of IBIT, which is the next best thing to owning Bitcoin. Again, that's a lot. These whales are not going to stop. I show you guys new stats every single day. It seems like either another state that's going to be buying Bitcoin, or another company that's going to be buying Bitcoin, or an existing company that upped their holdings. At this point, I think you guys get the picture. These guys are not going to stop. And they're buying hundreds of millions or billions at a time. And there's only so many Bitcoin to go around. Bitcoin is not like fiat. You can't just keep printing it or minting it infinitely forever. There's a set supply, and there's only so much in the OTC market that could be sold. And once the OTC market dries up, these guys have to buy spot Bitcoin. Spot Coinbase or spot Binance. And once that happens, the prices start skyrocketing to the moon. The only reason why all this buying is not moving the price, in case you're wondering, is because they're doing OTC. They're doing it behind the scenes. They go directly to Coinbase and say, hey, I want to buy 100 million worth of Bitcoin. Coinbase is like, okay, I'll sell it to you at this price, transfer the money, and I'll send you the Bitcoin, right? It's off the books. They're not logging into Coinbase and placing 100 million buy, right? If they did that, the price would skyrocket to the moon. Sometimes that happens. When you see those nasty wicks up or down, some whale did that. I don't know why they would do that, but sometimes you do see that on Coinbase. But that's the reason why a lot of times we don't see it move. But that OTC market is not going to be filled forever. It will be dry soon, sometime this year, especially with the ETFs buying hundreds of millions every single week. Short-term holders coming back into the game. You can see that spike over there. That's good. So it's not just the whales and institutions that are buying. Short-term holders, some of you guys are listening and realizing, hey, while Bitcoin is down, while there's a lot of distractions, dips are gifts, and you want to be picking up and loading up at this point. Because we all know Bitcoin will be going higher. You just have to withstand the volatility. So there are some retail investors, short-term holders that are coming in and loading up. That's good. But there's a lot more room. There's a lot more room. And of course, long-term holders are doing the exact same thing, right? This is all good. All great metrics, what we want to see. And as the DXY weakens, which it will, as the dollar weakens, you're going to have more money flow out of the dollar and into assets like Bitcoin and crypto. That's going to start happening too. That's going to drive even more money in. And that's when we do this. We're already on our way. It's just a matter of time. We make that next big move up before we consolidate once again. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Just like all previous cycles, there are a lot of stops, a lot of FUD, a lot of nonsense, okay? But we keep on going. Bitcoin keeps on ticking and never stops. And we will be making a new high. And it's going to surprise people. This is not the time to be scared out, no matter what. Even if Bitcoin dips back down to $60,000, you need to hold strong. I don't think it'll ever do that again, but you know, just to give you an example. Not that I think it will happen, but even if it did, I will remain bullish. Outside of Bitcoin, of course, a lot of crypto projects are pumping today, or I should say recovering today. I saw this Joe Rogan is also talking about not only Bitcoin. I know Joe Rogan holds a lot of Bitcoin. He doesn't say it, but I know he does. But he's really interested in meme coins and how anyone can just create one. If Joe Rogan created a meme coin, that would blow up to the moon too. I was just talking about how if Saylor did one, it would blow up to the moon. If Rogan did one, it would blow up to the moon too. Just like CZ. Look at that picture. CZ was criticized. I criticized him for his broccoli token. Not because he came out with the token. Okay, if he just came out and said, you know what, I'm coming out with a meme coin. Okay, just own up to it. Like, he was just like pretending like he didn't know. He didn't know his own pump power. He didn't know that he has like 5 million people following him. And if he tweets out something that it's going to pump, like that's what bothered me. I didn't care about anything else. If you wanted to launch a meme coin, you launch a meme coin, right? But he was just like pretending like he didn't know anything, like he hasn't been around since 2017 and so forth. Hey, he's been in the game longer than me. He bought Bitcoin when it was like in 2013 or 2012. I mean, he's really an OG. So that was my only problem, right? But he pumped broccoli to 150 million, and somehow Binance just listed it, even though he says, I have no idea why they listed it. Well, of course, if he comes out with something, people are going to list it. Yeah, by the way, Josh, third Degens, Alpha First, covered this very, very, very early. So that's another reason why you guys need to tune in. But you know what? It's meme season, or it will be, and it will be altcoin season. So there will be many more like this. There will be a lot more like this. There will be a lot more celebrities, the influential people, athletes, politicians that will be releasing their memes this year, and they will blow up to the moon.